Good evening. My name is Reverend Alice Reed, and I'm here with Centers for Spiritual Living in Live Oak, California, which is located in Santa Cruz. And I want to welcome you to our evening of spiritual practice. This is a Taizé service, and so I'd like to start our spiritual practice with the lighting of a candle. And so I have an evening for you planned for diving deep into hope for a better future, hope for a bright future. And so I hope you'll enjoy this evening as we move through uh, the readings and the videos and the music and the meditation. And so this evening we'll try something a little different. I'm not going to narrate each part of it. We're just going to move through each section until we're done. And we'll be about 30 minutes-ish, maybe a little longer. So I'm going to invite you to get comfortable in your seats, relax, and just breathe. Here we go. And I start with a reading this evening by one of my favorite mystics, Saint Teresa of Avila. In total union, no separation is possible. The soul remains perpetually in that center with her God. We could say that the other union is like pressing two softened candles together so that their twin flames yield a single light. Or we could say that the wick, the wax, and the flame are all the same. But afterwards, one candle can easily be separated from the other. Now they are two candles again. Likewise, the wick can be withdrawn from the wax. The spiritual marriage, on the other hand, is like rain falling from the sky into a river or pool. There is nothing but water. It's impossible to divide the sky water from the land water. When a little stream enters the sea, who could separate its waters back out again? Think of a bright light pouring into a room from two large windows. It enters from different places, but becomes one light.
Things my family did. I am not the voices in my head. I am not the pieces of the brokenness inside. I am light. I am light. I am light. I am light. I am light, I am light. I am light, I am light. I'm not the mistakes that I have made, or any of the things that caused me pain. I am not the pieces of the dream I left behind. I am light. I am light.
me the one about the virus again, then I'll go to bed.
But my boy, you're growing weary, sleepy thoughts about your head.
Please, that one's my favourite. I promise just once more.
Okay, snuggle down, my boy, though I know you know full well. The story starts before then, in a world I once would dwell. It was a world of waste and wonder, of poverty and plenty, back before we understood why hindsight's 2020. You see, the people came up with companies to trade across all lands, but they swelled and got much bigger than we ever could have planned. We'd always had our wants, but now it got so quick. You could have anything you dreamed of in a day, and with a click. We noticed families had stopped talking. That's not to say they never spoke, but the meaning must have melted, and the work-life balance broke. And the children's eyes grew squarer, and every toddler had a phone. They filtered out the imperfections, but amidst the noise, they felt alone. And every day the skies grew thicker, till you couldn't see the stars. So we flew in planes to find them, while down below, we filled our cars. We'd drive around all day in circles. We'd forgotten how to run. We swapped the grass for tarmac, shrunk the parks till there were none. We filled the sea with plastic, because our waste was never capped, until each day when you went fishing you'd pull them out, already wrapped. And while we drank and smoked and gambled, our leaders taught us why. It's best to not upset the lobbies. More convenient to die. But then in 2020, a new virus came our way. The governments reacted and told us all to hide away. But while we all were hidden, amidst the fear and all the while, the people dusted off their instincts. They remembered how to smile. They started clapping to say thank you and calling up their mums. And while the car keys gathered dust, they would look forward to their runs. And with the skies less full of voyagers, the earth began to breathe, and the beaches bore new wildlife that scuttled off into the seas. Some people started dancing, some were singing, some were baking. We'd grown so used to bad news, but some good news was in the making. And so when we found the cure, and were allowed to go outside, we all preferred the world we found to the one we'd left behind. Old habits became extinct, and they made way for the new, and every simple act of kindness was now given its due.
But why did it take a virus to bring the people back together?
Well, sometimes you've got to get sick, my boy, before you start feeling better. Now lie down and dream of tomorrow, and all the things that we can do. And who knows, if you dream hard enough, maybe some of them will come true. We now call it the Great Realization. And yes, since then there have been many. But that's the story of how it started, and why hindsight's 2020.
Because if you look at the camera, they know someone's filming it because they can see you.
Exactly. If you look at the camera, they know someone's filming it. Okay, lie back down.
Wait, can I just practice right now?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I was just trying to relive the best bits of my day. Cheers.
I can imagine a world
where we live as one global family.
Imagine a world
where life is honored as divine.
I can imagine a world
where humanity awakens to spiritual magnificence.
I see a world where people live according to spiritual truth.
Where we value nature and creativity.
Where humanity awakens to spiritual magnificence.
I see a world
where we are called to conscious social action.
Where life is honored as divine.
Where we live as one global family.
Where people have enough food.
Where people have enough food.
Where people have enough food.
Where we live as one global family.
Where we live as one global family.
And I'm not the only one.
Where there is peace.
And I'm not the only one.
And I'm not the only one.
Where there is peace.
And I'm not the only one.
Harmony and justice.
And I am not the only one.
And I'm not the only one.
Whatever arises, love that. During the most incredible time in Earth's history, you can support the expansion of consciousness by celebrating your innocence and cherishing the ones you love more than ever before. This is the time to speak to those you encounter as if it's the first time you have ever met. It's a chance to know that as an individual walking this earth, the joy you're able to feel, the peace that emanates within you, the love you are here to cultivate, and the excitement you radiate give all beings greater access to the magnificence of their immaculate potential. Now is the time to come out of hiding and let your voice be heard by confessing your true nature as the glory of divine innocence in human form. Whatever you whisper silently into the vulnerability of your heart or shout out at the top of your lungs from every rooftop, whatever it is, you are living proof that all is well. You are the source of life's eternal witnessing and the orchestrator, ensuring that love always has the final word. As your evolution is revealed, there are 4 powerful words to carry with you wherever you go. Whatever arises, love that. Whatever arises, love that. As tendencies to fight, defend, and negotiate fall by the wayside, every layer of righteousness, victimhood, entitlement, and neediness dissolves out of your field. One auspicious moment at a time, an open heart gifts you with the masterful relationships, artful communication, and an alignment of perfection that no limiting belief can ever comprehend. While it may seem as if this is the end of our journey together, it could only be the beginning of a brand new adventure. May all be blessed, uplifted, liberated, and reborn now and forever by the love that you are. And so it is.
comes the sun, little darling. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. It's alright. Here comes the sun, little darling. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. It's alright. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, little darling. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Ooh, it's alright. Here comes the sun, little darling. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, little darling. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, little darling. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, little darling. Here comes the sun. It's alright. Here comes the sun.
So, I hope that you enjoyed our little journey into hope, into a bright future that promises to come forward for us as we make space for it. I enjoy having this time of quietude with you, where we can share in some poetry and some meditation and some music. It's been a delight, and I look forward to seeing you on Sunday morning right here on this channel at 10:30 a.m. Have a wonderful evening.